Alright guys, so today's video is going to be quite the interesting video because I'm going to be addressing one of the most frequent comments I've been seeing around the Dragon Ball Legends community lately, which is Dragon Ball Legends is going to shut down. So we're going to dive really deep into that. I'm going to explain to you guys my angle on why that is not going to happen anytime soon. As a matter of fact, I think Dragon Ball Legends is going to get even bigger. Now, they do still obviously need improvements, so I'm going to touch on those in today's video, as well as what Dokkan Battle is doing better than Dragon Ball Legends and what Dragon Ball Legends is doing better than Dokkan Battle. So we just kind of, could kind of compare a little bit to see what both games could improve on, why one is doing better than the other and vice versa. So if you guys do enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe, because why not? It is for free. But please comment down below your thoughts on everything, and please try to use a little bit of logic instead of just, if you guys are going to say Dragon Ball is going to shut down, give me a good legitimate reason. Now, like I said, I'm going to be getting into this with some interesting details, okay, and some different angles on this as well. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So I just got this comment by Marvel Knights. So yeah, over on Twitter. He pretty much said Legends is going to die in the next year or two. Now, I will say this, that will not happen, okay? I think Dragon Ball Legends is a major IP, and you can say that about a lot of games like Naruto, like, I don't know, Blazing. There's like a mobile Naruto game as well that got shut down, and Naruto is a big IP. But the thing is that Dragon Ball Legends is actually making very good money. Not long ago, I did make a video on how much Dragon Ball Legends makes, and it's well over the millions, and they've made well over $1 billion in revenue so far, as the game has been alive for 5 years. So, and just really quick, I want to note this, and you guys can read my comment there, but I'll just explain to you guys. The edge that Dokkan Battle had over Dragon Ball Legends is a pretty big edge. Two edges, okay? Let me just say, edge number one is that Dokkan Battle came out 2015. What else came out 2015? Well, let's just take a look. Right here, as you guys can see, July 2015 all the way to March 2018 is basically the air date of Dragon Ball Super, right? From when Dragon Ball Super started, excluding some extra movies and stuff like that. But, from when the anime came back, from 2015 to 2018, right? So, Dokkan Battle came out exactly the same year as the anime came up, and that is a huge boost. I don't think you guys understand the boost that gives a game when the anime is coming up at the same time as a brand new game. Like every anime fan will jump on the game. Now, the game obviously has to be good, and that's exactly why Dokkan Battle is good. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I used to play it all the time before Dragon Ball Legends. I just personally prefer Dragon Ball Legends, and I'll explain why also in just one bit. Now, that's a huge edge to have because Dragon Ball Legends actually came out a few months after the anime ended, right? So the anime ended March 25th, 2018, and then just a few months after that, on May 17th, 2018, Dragon Ball Legends came out. So the hype was not there. Dragon Ball Legends came out and the anime ended. So that right there is one huge edge. The second edge is the fact that nobody really talks about this, but first to the market is huge, right? If you're the first to the market for a mobile game, as the competitor of Dragon Ball Legends is Dokkan Battle, you get a lot of people on board and invested early. And once you're invested into an ecosystem, for example, like the Apple, right? A lot of people are invested to the Apple, but some might argue that the Samsung is better, right? Some Android phones are better than iPhone, which is very debatable. Some cameras are better and stuff like that, but you being tied into the ecosystem of the Apple, now you have the Apple iPod, you have the AirPods and stuff like that, and you're just more tied into the ecosystem itself. It's hard to make that switch. It's not really exactly like that, but it's somewhat like that. Like, you've spent so much money on Dokkan Battle, you have all this stuff, and then there's like another mobile gacha game. It's very hard to juggle two games, right? Now, obviously, there are some people that do enjoy the PvE aspect of it as well. So that's another angle to take a look at, which we're going to be talking about PvE really quick, because a lot of people have been talking about PvP, which I get it. PvP, they made a huge mistake with the last two renovations with PvP and stuff like that, but I'm not going to get into that. I think if you just take a look at Dokkan Battle, they have zero PvP, right? And I know Dragon Ball Legends is mainly a PvP game, but if you just take a look at Dokkan Battle, they're doing so good, right? With just PvE, which, by the way, I'm not really a big Dokkan Battle fan. I think you need a PvP in a game, specifically for me, my taste. It's kind of like an end game, right? But you still need that mixture of PvE. Now, Dokkan Battle, besides the two things I just mentioned, which has the edge over, Dragon Ball Legends, which is the anime running at the same time and stuff like that, and just, people invest into the ecosystem. It has a good PvE. It does. It's got a great PvE. Now, Dragon Ball Legends, on the other hand, I would completely disagree, has a terrible PvE. I think this is the main mistake Dragon Ball Legends has. PvP, don't forget, guys, 3 months ago, everybody's like bowing down to Dragon Ball Legends. Oh, the best year ever, right? It's the 5th anniversary. Everything was dandy before Goku and Frieza came out and stuff like that, and before they made these PvP changes. So I think they could revert it, make some adjustments, and fix PvP, right? A little bit better than it is now, obviously. But PvE is a big issue. Because, let me explain. PvE has the exact same type of gameplay as PvP, and I'll talk about the gameplay, right? Besides Tournament of Power, because and personally for me, I hate Tournament of Power because it's just such a boring mode, right? But PvE and PvP has the exact same gameplay. I think the gameplay for PvE should not be the same as PvP. I don't think it works. It's, for example, and I've mentioned this plenty of times in my videos before. Let's just say you start a PvE match. Woo, okay. You start off the match, what do? You vanish, you swipe, you vanish, okay, you vanish. Now what do? Now you use a blast. 100% of the time, that's going to land on the bot, right? On the robot, right? Now you just charge step, side step, blah, 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 rinse and repeat, charge step, blast, swipe, strike, swipe, strike, and then boom, you're out of vanish, and you're out of cards. Now you switch to another character. Repeat the same thing. It's so dull and boring. They need to just completely make a brand new mode. And I've mentioned this plenty of times, but if you guys are new to watching my videos, they should make and I know it's a mobile game. Like, somebody's going to comment down below. DBZoom, it's a mobile game. What are you talking about? There's so many mobile games that does this, but I'm going to just say a mini-style RPG mode with Shallot. I don't do something with it. I don't know. I'm not here to make the whole freaking game mode for you, but I just give you guys the idea. I'm speaking to Dragon Ball Legends. Don't know what you could do with that, but it sounds way better than whatever they have now, right? Including Tournament of Power. The only thing I do like, though, is a story mode, the unique story mode. That's actually pretty cool because you get to follow along with the story, but then you get into the gameplay, it's kind of dull, right? But the story mode itself with a unique character, you should take full advantage of that. You have a brand spanking new unique character for your own game. Make a freaking mini RPG with it, right? Genshin Impact is working for the iPhone. It doesn't run perfectly, don't get me wrong, but still, like Marvel, I think, made an RPG midway through their 5th, 6th anniversary or something like that, or one of their games. Not quite sure. I don't want to get into it too much because I'm not well informed, but you can make some sort of thing. Now, Dokkan is doing a good thing because with their PvE, you actually got to think. You actually got to strategize and stuff like that, right? Like, people will say it's popping bubbles, which, yeah, it is popping bubbles. But I used to play it for 2 years before Dragon Ball Legends came out. From, I think, like 16 to 17, like right before 2016, 2017, right before Dragon Ball Legends came out. And then Dragon Ball Legends hooked me because it has PvP and PvE. So I'm like, whoa, this is way better. And I still think it's better. That's just my personal taste. But they do not have a good PvE like Dokkan Battle, right? Dokkan Battle doesn't even have PvP, and people are just saying Dokkan Battle is better. I think Dokkan Battle is boring because it just has PvE, but their PvE is miles better than Dragon Ball Legends, right? Because that's what their game is focused on, right? Dragon Ball Legends mainly focused on PvP, but they could also make it a PvE mode, right? Like I said, they got their own unique character and Shallot and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, that's my unique take on it. Do I think they're going to shut down? No, I don't think they're going to shut down anytime soon. Don't forget, guys, the anime is still going to come back. Dragon Ball Legends came out literally a few months after the anime ended. So once the anime comes back, I do think, obviously, we're going to get brand new characters, Ultra Ego Vegeta, blah, 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 stuff like that. Eventually, down the line, Moro. Yeah, you guys get the point, right? But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot more improvements to be made, but I think the main one from the take of this video is PvE. So if the Dragon Ball Legends dev team is perhaps watching this video, if you guys want to like this video to reach more people, by all means like, and I want to hear your guys' comments in the comment section down below as well, and try to be logical with your explanations as well. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up, guys, and I'm going to run some errands because I'm a little bit busy today, but I'll probably catch you guys, I will catch you guys a little bit later on for some more leaks and stuff like that. So catch you guys a little bit later. Have a good one. Peace.